You're watching HCAM TV.
This came back from a search.
Good morning and welcome back to Keep Moving with the Senior Center. I'm Amy Beck, the Director of Senior Services and the Director at the Senior Center. And with me I have Ashley Shaheen, who's the Assistant Director. Good morning, Ashley.
Hi, Amy. How are you doing today?
Just fine. You know, we're here just to make sure everyone knows that the Senior Center building may be closed to the public, but we're still here for you. We have a lot of programs, activities that we have scheduled. A lot of them are virtual, so we know that may or may not reach you, but we're trying. And we do have something coming up this next week, and hopefully we can talk about that. We're going to try to get Lisa Deneen, our receptionist, is going to bring out a group to do some walking. I think we may have mentioned that last week, and hopefully she'll come on a little later to let you know more about it. But wanted to start off with, we have a guest here, Heather Backman, the director of the Hopkinton Public Library, and she has some news for us.
Morning.
Good morning, Heather.
Thanks for having me on. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that folks are aware that we are now providing some services from the library building. We are not able to allow people in the building yet, but we do have curbside pickup of items to check out. So if you go into our online catalog and place a hold, we will pull those items for you. We will give you a call or an email, and you can schedule a time with us to come and pick those up outside the library. Right now it's on weekdays that we're doing pickups. And for folks who don't have a computer at home, don't have internet at home, you can give us a call and we will be able to pull, 3 to 5 items for you on request if you can't go in and place a hold yourself. And so our number is just 508-497-9777. And to make a pickup appointment, you would go to extension 1. For just about anything else, you would go to extension 3. And since we're checking things out, we also are now accepting things back. I know that there were a lot of people who had things for a very long time, and we got quite a deluge for the first couple weeks that we were accepting things back. Right now, our book drop is open between 9:30 and 4:30 on weekdays only. That's the only time we can take returns right now because of our new quarantine procedures. And we just want people to know that because we are quarantining things when they come back in, if you do have the ability to look at your account online or anything like that, you'll still see your books are going to stay on your account for a few days. You might get another automated notification about them for a few days, because we won't check them in for a few days after you return them. It'll just take us a little while. They're sitting being quarantined. But we are checking things in where we're forgiving all overdue fines on things that are coming back. So you don't need to worry about that. And if something's still on your account a week or more after you brought it back, do let us know, because that means we might need to go check the shelves for it. We also want to emphasize that while we're taking returns, the Friends and the library are not accepting any donations. We've had some people asking about that. I know a lot of people have been cleaning house. Unfortunately, right now, we don't have the space to store those or to deal with them, and the Friends can't come in and sort them. So please hold on to your donations, or if you really need to get them out of the house, you can give them to a thrift store, you can give them to a donation book bin. But unfortunately, as much as we'd love to, we can't take them right now.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned about the fines. I was thinking about that, whether people would be thinking they had hundreds of dollars worth of fines, but I couldn't imagine you'd do that to anybody.
Oh, so no. If it's lost or if it's damaged, we still need people. There will still be a fee associated with that. But if it's just checked in late, we understand it's very, very unusual circumstances. We're not gonna charge anybody money, and most of the people watching this show probably are not getting charged anyway to begin with, because we do not charge overdue fines to seniors. So
really, that's great.
Yes, news. If your birth date's in our system. For some people it isn't, but that's on our own items. Other libraries items may still accrue fines, but we're, again, anything like that, we're forgiving those fines as well. At this point. Yeah.
Well, that's great news. And I know it's great for people to finally be getting some new new books or movies or whatever they're looking for. And because I know for a lot of people, they're reading the same books over and over again, maybe, so that, or buying them. And then, that's an expense too. So this is
Yeah.
nice that you guys are back up and running.
And we would love to have more people. We're very busy. Actually, we had our first couple of weeks where it was fully open. We had 170 pickups each of those weeks, and last week, we were up over 200 pickups for the week. So it's getting a lot of use, but our shelves are still quite full. We're getting more coming back than going out. So we'd love to see more people using it so that we can get some stuff out of the building into people's hands.
That's
I
great.
may have to go online soon and choose some books myself. So, although I do have a stack in the corner of my room that I'm trying to peck away at. So, thank you, Heather. That's great news.
Sure.
Now, do the librarians help people in terms of books that they're interested in? If they have a set genre that they're interested in reading about, will someone on your staff kind of suggest different books for them to read?
Yeah, we do that normally. There's a little bit of a challenge with it now because we're running a leaner staff, so we may not be able to do it as rapidly, but certainly if somebody doesn't know, what they're looking for. I was talking to somebody just the other day who said, I don't know what's out, what's new, but could I just have 6 new books? And we can do that as well. We're asking people to go through the catalog when they know what they want or have a clear sense, because that really helps us manage the level of demand. But certainly people can get on phone, or if you go to our website, we have a chat feature, so you can chat directly with the librarian. And we can help you figure out what you might like to read. For folks who are online, we also, if you go to our, I'm trying to remember the name of the tab. Somewhere on our website, our staff can direct you to it. There's a link to a database called Novelist, which is a fantastic resource that not a lot of people know about. And it's basically just a big database of books, fiction books. And you can kind of say, I like a really fast-paced plot, or I like very literary language, or, I like books that are set in San Francisco. And the database will just spit out at you a whole lot of different options, and plot summaries and things like that. So it's a great way too to kind of dig through a little bit yourself, if for people who want to do it themselves, and find some new things that might be interesting to you. If you look at a book that you really like, it'll have suggestions for things that are similar. So that's a great resource as well. But yeah, absolutely. And we are piloting a sort of a quick picks service right now. We're only doing it for children's board books. But we're hoping to gradually expand it. And that's something where if people don't know what they want, they can go fill out a form and just say, I want 3 board books about numbers, and we'll pull some stuff for them that way as well. So stay tuned for more of that. Something more like that may be coming and expanding.
Wow, that's really exciting. I think it will be fun if people start taking more advantage of it. And again, return your books. There's not a fine. As long as your date's in the system with the library, your birth date. So you may want to make sure that they know that, so that you don't miss out.
Well, right now there's not a fine for anybody if it's for late fees. So
even better.
You're back, yeah.
I'll have to look. I don't think I have anything on that. I have anything right now. I'll have to check.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Heather. I appreciate you coming on. It's great to always have you, and I know that people are happy to have the library up and running again.
Well, yeah, we're thrilled to be able to do something, and we're still looking at what more we can do and kind of gradually expanding. And thanks for having me. I always appreciate, coming on and chatting and being able to share with this community as well this way. So
great. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Heather.
Thanks. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
So one thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of this is a live show, and we'd love to hear from you. If you want to call in and say hi to us or talk with us, we're always happy to hear ideas that you have. But if you are interested in calling, the number is 508-435-7887. And so, Ashley, we have anything new coming up activity-wise in the next week or so? I think we do have something exciting.
We do, and it seems as though we have a joiner in our show here, our very own Lisa Deneen, the Council on Aging receptionist. So welcome to the show, Lisa, and this is perfect timing. Amy had just asked if we had anything new coming up in August, and we do have several programs. I'm not sure if folks have received the newsletter yet of the August Hilltopper, but if not, please do look to the website and hang out for a little bit more and listen to Lisa as she spotlights a few programs for us. Oh, Lisa, volume, you're muted. There you
Sorry,
go.
thank you. Monday morning, we are starting our walking group again. So it's limited now to 6 people, but I have 3 slots left. If anybody out there would like to join in, Monday morning at 9 a.m. We would meet at the front door, and there's a little form that we need to fill out before we go. So if anybody's interested, please call the senior center and sign up for that. We'll probably walk maybe up to the center trail and back, just about an hour or so, just to get some people together, see some friendly faces.
Yay. Finally, we are having some normal activity here, and this will be the first one. So please sign up. You will have to sign up every week if you're interested, just so that if we do get a wide variety, we can space it out, because it is a small group. But if we get a lot of people sign up, maybe we can get Lisa out there twice. So we'll see.
Yes, because we need to keep moving. Very important.
We do. And I know so many people are saying, I'm sitting in my house. I'm tired of sitting in my house. What else can I do? Well, here we go. Not only do we have the virtual classes, but now we're out and about. And of course, now the weather is part of it too, Lisa, right?
Yeah, weather pending. So if that's why we need to have people sign up. So if the weather's bad or if it's not going to happen, so I can give you a call and let you know. But hopefully we'll get this started and start baby steps, getting people
Exactly.
together, but still 6 feet apart.
I know.
Right.
Folks
And the
will
big
be
thing is they need
thrilled.
to wear a mask.
Yes, you need to bring your mask with you. You'll need to wear your mask for the walk as well. But
Excellent.
the new normal.
I know people are going to be very excited to see you, Lisa. I think, people are certainly missing that, and seeing you and the other staff and being in the building, but we are coming up with other ideas to keep people connected and moving, and this is one way. So call up, be one of those 3 lucky people that gets to sign up. So 3 spots left. So if you're watching, give us a call. We're here at the senior center, so we can register you for the walks.
And
Lisa,
if you have
I'm
any
admiring your T-shirt too.
Thank you. I think I have one in every color.
And is that open again? Are we able to make place orders right now or soon?
So it will be open Friday, August 14th, the online store, August 14th until August 28th. So between that time, you can go online and check out the items that are available. We have new items that will be available, baseball caps, masks, of course, our new fashion accessories. And we will have some tank tops available as well. So you can check that out between August 14th and the 28th. And it is at HSC for Hopkinton Senior Center, HSC Apparel.itemorder.com. If you have any questions, just call the senior center. If you're having any difficulty finding the store or ordering product, just call and we can help you.
Excellent. And now, will the masks have our logo on it, or are they just going to be a plain
Yes,
mask?
they will have the Hopkinton Senior Center logo on the side. So, yeah, and there'll be different colors are available as well. On all of the apparel, you can get plain or there's a glittery. So, little girly glitter bling. So it's kind of nice, and it's got the Keep Moving on the back. You see?
Which is what we're trying to do, right? Keep moving. We
Right.
say that every week on this show. So,
Yes, it's always been important to keep moving, but especially now during these times, because I know that there are days that you just kind of don't want to, but I know that I feel much better when I do.
yeah, I tell myself that at 5:30 in the morning when I wake up, and I don't get moving though.
I don't wanna.
I need to, and that's the important thing. So
Yes, I know when I make myself do it, I never regret it. But if I don't do it, I'm like, I always feel worse. So,
well, great. Well, Lisa, it's great to see you here. I know everyone loves seeing you, and those of you who may be new to this program, Lisa's our receptionist. So she, when we are open to the public, she's the first face you see when you walk through the doorway, and she loves seeing you all. And I know she misses you all, as we all do. But I know Lisa really is missing the crowds.
I am missing the crowds so much. I can't wait until we can all be together again.
No, I
One
hear
of
you
these
on
days.
that. We'll get there. We will get there.
Yeah.
Until then, join Lisa on her Monday walks.
Yeah. That's it.
Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Lisa.
So
Bye,
we do.
everybody.
We do have one other thing coming up. We've been talking about it for a while, and every now and then we get to show you a video of one of Natalie's cooking shows. And right now, because I'm not walking, but I really would like a walnut chocolate chip cookie, and Natalie shows us how we can do it. I'm sure it's really healthy for you too. So Natalie does do tricks. So if we could see a walnut chocolate chip cookie, that would be great.
I hope everyone's doing well. Today we're gonna make cookies, and then I realized I was out of butter, I was out of flour, so I didn't have too many recipes that would fit the number of ingredients I have left at home. And as you know, everybody is trying to stay home to fight the spread of COVID-19. So I managed to dig out a recipe that I love. It's actually made with the following ingredients. There's actually 5 ingredients. You can't beat that. So, and this definitely avoids having to run to the store. We have a generous 2 cups of walnuts. We have 5 tablespoons of sugar. We have 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 eggs, and 3/4 cup of chocolate chips, and that will make us the best walnut cookies ever. Now, the reason I really like this recipe, and I have to admit, I do this regularly in my house. Number 1, it doesn't have any gluten. The second thing is very low in sugar, 5 tablespoons. I mean, I'm looking at cookie recipes and they all yield 1/2 cup or more. And this one also has no butter. And so for people who are trying to manage their cholesterol, walnuts do have oil, but it's a good cholesterol, and walnuts are very good for your heart. So no flour, low sugar, excellent for your heart. So I think if you wanted a treat, this is definitely a nice treat and healthier than some other treats. So the other thing I wanted to say is, although nuts, as you know, nuts are high in calories, they're very filling, and they contain a lot of good minerals and vitamins and zinc and all kinds of different things. But I definitely will take nuts over flour if I had a choice, and I would definitely take oils from a nut than butter. So in terms of health, I think this is a winner. And as you will see, it's a very easy recipe. So let's start. We are going to turn these walnuts into a walnut butter. Again, I wash my hands 20 seconds under the sink with hot soapy water. So here we go, we're gonna add. Now because nuts are high in oil, it'll turn into butter very quickly. And I see one stuck up here, so sometimes you have to adjust. Here we go, so. As you can see, it's starting to look a little oily. At the same token, once it gets close, I will add the rest of my ingredients. Now, do you see how it's starting to turn into a walnut butter? That's what you want. So now I'm going to add the rest of my ingredients, starting with the sugar, then the baking soda, and let's see, I'm going to break my 2 eggs in there too. There we go. I just see a little piece of eggshell in there that I have to fish out. Here we go. Putting this back in and mixing it all together. All right. Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful paste, which I will now spread on a cookie sheet. So what you want, here's the cookie sheet. We're gonna oil it a little bit. I happen to have sunflower oil right here. Works best with the hand because if you do a paper towel or something, it absorbs too much and you're not having enough on your cookie sheet. So here we go. Now I have this beautiful paste right here with walnuts, sugar, baking soda, and eggs. I am going to transfer that paste into a bowl. Now these blades are very sharp, so when you work with a food processor like this, make sure you don't touch the blade. It's very, very sharp. Here we go. So it's in the sink. All right, so I'm going to transfer into my bowl. It looks like peanut butter, but it's not. As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, you can do this with pretty much any nuts. I'm using walnuts, but if you wanted to do pistachios, you could. Peanuts, I've done it with peanuts. You can do it with peanuts. You can also do it with sunflower seeds. All right, so here we go. We've got this paste. We're adding the chocolate chips. And now we're going to stir the chocolate chips in there. Beautiful. It's nice and stirred. Look at this. It looks like cookie dough. I mean, you wouldn't even know it's just nuts and no flour, no butter in there. It's amazing. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna get rid of this big spoon and work with smaller spoons, like two soup spoons is what I'm gonna use because I don't want to put my hands in there. And here we go. This is what you're going to do. You're going to do little drops of batter and flatten them with the back of the spoon. So you're going to do this all along. So my cookie sheet is ready to go into the oven. I have more batter, but I'll do one batch at a time. So as you can see, it makes a quite nice amount of cookies. This is about, what, 12, 13, 14, 15. So here it goes in the oven at 350 for 10 minutes. I just took them out of the oven. It's been 10 minutes. They were in the oven for 10 minutes at 350. You can see they have a little bit of a color on top. You don't want them too brown. You need to let them sit to cool off. But I'm dying to try them. So I'm gonna check and see what they're gonna taste like. So here we go. We've got one on a plate. They look so fabulous. Look at that. They look like cookies, right? No flour, no butter. How amazing. Let's try it. Delicious. So, if you don't have butter and you want to make cookies, here we go. Hopefully you have nuts. I wish everybody a nice Easter or Passover. And hopefully, I hope to see you soon with some more great recipes. À bientôt. Au revoir.
Those look good. I don't know. I think she needs to bring a sample over for us because we need to try those.
Delicious. I love the videos, though. Just her personality and how she's really enjoying it too comes across.
She is, and we're lucky to have her. You know, I think that brings me to one other thing. This is going to be Ashley's last show with us, and I wanted her to have a chance to say goodbye to everybody. We have been so lucky to have Ashley be a part of Hopkinton, and I know that where she's heading is going to be very lucky to have her. She'll be moving into, well, actually, I'll let Ashley tell you. Ashley, you can tell people what you're up to next.
Sure, thank you. And it's so hard. I hate saying goodbyes, but I just want everyone to know that I've had such a positive experience working at the Hopkinton Senior Center. I still remember when I first started in this position, day one, I walked in and I was immediately greeted by Lisa, the receptionist who was on the show with us earlier, and she had given me a tour of the center and all of the different spaces. And when I was walking through the building, you could immediately tell how much people appreciate what the center does and how much staff appreciate instructors and participants and volunteers. There's a real sense of community. I know many towns are lucky to have a senior center, but it really is the people inside the building that make the experience positive for everyone involved. And Amy, you're great to work with, and you have a great team here that really cares. And I think that's so hard to find. I mean, everyone just goes above and beyond. And looking back, I can just highlight a few of my favorite moments during my time here. One being the variety show and how the staff ended it with a little performance. And on Halloween, I saw Lisa and Joyce as Raggedy Ann and Andy, which was fun to see their costumes as well, and the trips that I was lucky to go on with folks. So, I just had a great time here, and it's sad to me, especially to say my goodbyes in this way, because I'd love to see people in person and just say how welcomed and warm everyone has been to me. And I had a great time working here. And hopefully, once the building reopens, I can stop by and have lunch with some of you and just see people again. So thank you. Thank you very much.
We're going to count on that you come back and come back and say hi to everybody. You will be missed, and I've enjoyed working with you, and I know that where you're headed is very lucky. So on that, I did want people to know, because you won't be with me next week, and I didn't want them to think anything was wrong. I mean, well, it is wrong. You're gone, but we will miss having you, and this has been a lot of fun. So anyway, I know on that note, we want to let people know that we are still here for you at the Senior Center, and we continue to be there. So please, give us a call if you need any kind of assistance, if you need someone to talk to, or if you want to join in one of our programs. The number at the Senior Center is 508-497-9730. So make sure to give us a call. be in touch and, you know, keep moving. Wear your masks, be safe. And that's the important thing that we want all of you to remember is we want you safe because we can't wait to see you back at the senior center when we can reopen the doors to all of you. On that note, bye.